Butler, Pennsylvania revisited. I regard the response as totally inadequate. The big headline this past week was that the Secret Service suspended without pay 6 agents for the security failures that resulted in the near assassination of President Trump. All Americans know that a bullet narrowly missed him, catching his earlobe. Sadly, a man there with his family was killed and 2 others seriously injured. Speaking from private industry, the discipline, if you can call it that, should have been within 10 days, not a year later. The private sector response would have been a host of terminations. In this case, suspensions without pay were for 10 to 42 days. I didn't hear of any terminations. Now, reportedly, on the return, they were placed in restricted duty roles with less operational responsibility. I regard this as meaningless. The deputy director of Secret Service saying the agency takes responsibility for the failure in Butler is also meaningless to me. And the family of the deceased and wounded, I saw a report that Joe Biden giving a speech about the same time was getting more protection than the former president, who was also the leading candidate to be reelected president. More details have been coming out of Washington that credible threat assessments for the Butler speech were available at least 10 days in advance. This was from a Government Accountability Office report released by Senator Chuck Grassley. No effort was made by the Secret Service to update the local police and to increase security on or move that rally indoors. The shooter was visible on the roof. In fact, I recently saw a video of him moving into that position on the roof. Worse, a pair of local police were aware of him but lacked the means or authority to pursue him. Frankly, this sounds like a continuation of the attack by the Washington deep state going back all the way to 2015. Trump is not one of the inner circle, and the power brokers are deliberately attempting to block Trump, and it goes from the Russia hoax to insufficient security. Remember, there was a second attempt to take Trump out at a golf course. This is anti-American conduct at its worst. It needs to be dealt with. This is Dr. David D. Schein. Thanks for joining me for this special edition of Saving America. Remember, a new Saving America show is aired on the Brushwood Media Network every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Listen on any of the 16 network stations, Apple or Google mobile app, Apple CarPlay, TuneIn, Smart Speaker, and all smart TVs. Find more information at the brushwoodmedianetwork.com. Please be sure to join us each week. We welcome and love your feedback from our growing audience.